A UN Security Council vote will soon take place on a draft resolution that would condemn Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. France 24's Jessica Le Masurier is in New York at the UN headquarters ahead of that vote for us. Jessica, I mean, the outcome is very much a foregone conclusion here.
Not entirely. I mean, the purpose of this vote is not really for the resolution to pass. It's impossible for it to pass because it condemns Russian aggression and it calls on Russia to withdraw its troops from Ukraine. And there is no way that Russia, which holds a veto, would vote for such a resolution. The point of this resolution put forward by the US and Albania is really a US attempt to show that Russia's isolated on the world stage, and we don't yet know how member states are going to vote. So it's not really a foregone conclusion. Right now, I'm watching the Security Council chamber and diplomats have not yet sat down in their seats, but there are various outcomes. We are certain that Russia will veto this resolution, but we don't know yet how China will vote. They could abstain or they could veto it as well. And there are questions about how India and the United Arab Emirates will vote. They've been somewhat on the fence about whether or not to support this resolution, and that is why this vote ended up being delayed for 2 hours, and it's only now going to come to a vote, we believe, in the next few minutes.
Okay, well, just before we let you listen to that, I mean, we know that this vote is going to be vetoed by Russia, the permanent member of the Security Council, and we're waiting on how these other countries will vote, the ones on the fence, Russia, the UAE and India. What then is really the purpose, I guess, of this draft resolution?
It's really a US attempt, a Western attempt to show how isolated Russia is on the world stage. So if the United States gets 13 votes in favour, that would be a good outcome for the US because it would really show quite how isolated Russia is. But another question to ask really is, does Putin care about appearing to be isolated here at the United Nations? Certainly, we saw Putin's disregard for the UN and for the Secretary General of the UN during the last Security Council meeting, during which he sent his troops into Ukraine.
Right, well, that is the million-dollar question. Thank you very much for that, Jessica Le Masurier. We'll let you go and watch that vote.